Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea. Hope you're all well. So this video is brought to you in association with Crazy Tube Circuits. So yes, it is a sponsored video, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at a really cool pedal called the Blackmagic Mark II. It's a distortion with a boost function as well. And the cool thing is you've got a little toggle switch that you can flick between to determine what the boost function does. So it could act as a volume boost, a gain boost, or a volume and gain boost. You've got a 3-band EQ, and then you've got gain, presence, volume, and volume boost. So it's a straightforward layout where you've got two switches, one to turn the pedal on, and then you've also got one to turn on the boost. It's also worth pointing out that there's an internal switch with two different presets of the amount of gain that the boost will initiate when you hit it. So that's also pretty handy because it just makes it more flexible. It's powered off the 9-volt power supply, and basically what I'm going to do today is run it through a clean channel on the Rev Generator Mark II and also a crunch channel on the Victory V50. So I've got an ABY on the floor and we're going to flick between the two. So for this video I'm going to be using one of my older guitars. This is a PRS SE245. However, I have fit it with some prototype Chapman British Standard hand-wound pickups. This is a PAF set, so it's kind of like sort of mid to low output sort of vintage style humbuckers, so I figured it was a good guitar for the job. I'm also going to grab the Strat as well so we can hear the difference between single coils and humbuckers. So let's start with the guitar sound straight into the V50 on the crunch. And this is the clean channel on the Rev. Sweet. So, one thing worth pointing out, we'll start on the clean channel, but the one thing to point out is that when I do try the boost function, because we're on a clean channel, it's not compressed in any way. You'll hear a huge jump in volume when we try the volume boost, whereas, well actually it depends where I dial it, but on the crunch, because it's already going into a compressed channel, it won't necessarily jump in volume, it'll just push the front end more, give you a bit more gain, just so you know. Anyway, let's start with the clean. So, Blackmagic, straight in, bridge pickup, here we go. I like it. It's a nice amount of sort of gain at 12 o'clock. As you can see on the GoPro, everything's at 12 o'clock. But yeah, it's a nice fat sound. I could get into that. So what we should probably do now is just try it straight into the V50 so you can hear the difference between going into a clean at 12 o'clock on the pedal and then a crunch at 12 o'clock on the pedal. So let's try that. Here we go. Nice. I like the way that it sounds in front of both. You know, on one side you've got a really fat, more sort of presency crunch. This is the clean channel. And then this is the crunch channel. So you can hear the difference. On the clean, there's more presence, it's a bit thinner, it's a little bit sort of, you've got a little bit more clarity, whereas on the crunch channel it's way more just thick gain, more sustain, it's better for leads, or a higher gain sort of hard rock tone. So it's nice to have that option depending on what you choose. If we try the boost function now, I've dialed it in sort of 3/4. When it's all the way off, it's kind of like at unity with the other side, so you won't really hear anything. But what I wanted to do is put it in to a point where it's very obvious that you can hear a difference. So by putting it at 3/4, it means whether it be gain, volume and gain, or volume, you'll obviously hear what's going on. So we'll do it just on the clean channel to start with, so you can hear the obvious change in tone. So here we go. This is just as it was. And this is with the extra gain. That's great. It's way more sustained. It's kind of emulating more of what the crunch with the pedal does. So I'm really digging that. It's really, really nice to play. It feels good. It's a nice response. It's not overpowering even at 3/4. So I'm really, really into that. So let's just try it into the crunch. This is going to be like really high gain probably. So crunch, crunch, then Black Magic just straight in, and now with the gain boost. So that's definitely like high gain territory. You can really, really push that and get some high gain riffage out of it, which is why I tuned to drop D, just to show you that if you do put this in front of a crunch, you can use that boost switch to give you high gain. So you can go from like your crunchy tone, like your cleany crunchy stuff, and then add your hard rock riffing tone, and then you could go to like really heavy riffing or lead. So it's a nice option. And again, with the clean side, you could have a clean channel, a crunch channel, and a high gain channel if you choose to. What I want to do next real quick is just mess around with the controls so you can hear the quality of the EQ section. We can hear how usable all the areas are, including presence. So let me just do a little bit of playing and twiddle with the knobs. It's powerful. What I like is that the bass control is subtle, but it's there. You know, you can thin it off a bit, go a bit more sort of articulate. But when you boost it, it's not like really overkill. The mid control is nice because they've tuned it into a place where it's barking when you boost it and it's scooping in the right place when you take it out. Treble control, of course, it's a little bit more difficult when you're tuning a treble control. This one is pretty good. When you boost it a lot, it does get a bit shrill on the top, but no one ever boosts a treble control all the way up. The presence is very good to counteract that, because when you've got control of both treble and presence, you can do a lot to try and fine-tune those higher frequencies to find something you like. And so you can hear now what I've done is gone for more of a metal sort of tone. This is a clean channel too, so. Let's just try it into the crunch. So that's just the crunch. And the current setting's the same. So, you can hear very clearly that it's a very versatile pedal. You can do a lot with it. It's fun to play. I like it. I do love it when I get sent pedals that just play them. It's just like they play themselves. You know, you plug it in, you just twiddle in a setting, and there's more than one, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's nice. So, let's go back to sort of a less metal arrangement, and we'll mess with the toggle switch so you can hear the difference between gain and volume, volume and gain, all that kind of stuff. So, alright, so I have a tone into the clean amp. And now I'm going to throw on the boost. Again, this is the gain boost. Now what I'm going to do is show you what happens when you flick it over to the volume. So this is turned off currently. Here we go. So it's a big jump, and the nice thing is you've got control over that. You can you know, have it as loud or as quiet as you want. And then the best bit is, because it's a three-way, they've then added that volume boost, including the gain boost, if you so choose. So let's put it into the middle. So now we'll hear a volume and gain boost. So this is without and with. That's what happens when you put the gain and volume in the boost. I really like the functionality of this pedal. I find it easy to use, and the fact that there's sort of 3 stages to whatever you choose to have, whether it be clean or a crunchy amplifier, and the range of tones is wide, it's vast. You know, you can go from your classics to your more modern stuff. It's just a solid distortion pedal. It's a solid design. I'm really impressed. Cool, got my Strat set up, so I figured the best thing to do is show you into the crunch channel first, then we'll move to the clean and I'll engage the boost and gain at the same time, just so we get a bit of an all-round idea of what the Strat sounds like. So here we go, this is crunch. And here we go. Sounds great. Very different character when you've got a Strat compared to like an LP style guitar, but I like it. It's great. So let's move to the clean. And here we go. So there you go guys, there's the Crazy Tube Circuits Blackmagic Mark II. Hope you enjoyed the video trying it with both an LP style guitar and a Strat and single coils and humbuckers. I actually thought those humbuckers sounded really nice. But yeah, basically the Blackmagic in a nutshell, hugely versatile, easy to use, sounds great in front of a clean signal and a compressed sort of crunch signal. Easy to dial in the tones you want. Love the toggle switch with the gain, the volume and gain and the volume boost depending on how you want to use it. And I just think it's a solid idea, solid design. I'm really impressed. You can pick these up for about £200. They're available at Anderton's. You can also get them from different retailers depending on where you are. But I think that's a pretty decent price considering it's a great quality sounding pedal. There's a lot of care and attention gone into it, clearly, by the way it sounds. It's not a noisy pedal. Sounds good, feels good, looks good. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll put links in the description box. Like, subscribe and share, and I will catch you all very soon.